if you fast forward today, if you could have a fantasy matchup with any pro, who would it be?
Fantasy matchup?
Yeah, man.
That's so funny. I don't know. I've heard this question before, but
man.
I just think.
And that's win or lose, right? Who do you think you have the most chemistry with in the ring?
It's just such an interesting question. Because all my favorite fighters, I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? Like, I think about.
Just be a dreamer.
I don't want to go in there and get my ass put by Ray Leonard. Or
Which one would you learn the most out of though? Like, and it's not fun just sitting there getting hammered and getting knocked out in 30 seconds, right? Who could you go in there with and actually survive the 3 rounds and actually take something away from with it?
I just think.
Bivol.
To be honest, Arthur better. I think, honestly, I'm a massive Sugar Ray Leonard fan. Growing up, I was obsessed with him. Watching Sugar Ray Leonard, what he was capable of doing. I've watched every amateur boxing fight that I could find on YouTube and available of his. I've watched every single professional boxing fight of his that I could find. I'm just a massive fan. So if I could go in with him, and to that experience for me, like a prime Ray Leonard, to go in there with him again, the whooping I would take would be of legend.
Tantalizing.
But it would be something. It would just be like, I remember I would just go and be like, Ray Leonard hit me here, man.
Yeah. And you never watched that part of your head again.
Proud.
So when you spend a ton of time watching footage, and I remember doing this when I was young with Mike Tyson, because I just loved it. I think I watched every fight twice, all 56 or whatever. You end up trying to emulate some moves, and off of that, what moves did you emulate from Sugar Ray Leonard that you kept, and ones that just didn't fit you, that you wanted to have, but it was just not happening?
So I remember, I boxed for Repton for quite a few years. That's where I won a few things for Repton. I had some good learning years there, and what's it called? I had a really good experience. But the sparring at Repton, when I was there, was hard. It was always hard. It was always really hard. I got really good rounds with people every time I was there. And what's it called? I used to watch Ray Leonard every day. And one period of time, I used to watch Ray Leonard every day. And I used to wake up in the morning because I just wanted to watch him. We watched the fights again and again. I'd even make notes at points because I just thought he was so sick and exciting. But anyway, I used to watch Ray Leonard so much, that I thought that I could go. I used to watch Ray Leonard so much that I thought, because I thought, yeah, I can do that. You know what I mean? Because I've watched Ray do it, I could go in there with these guys at Repton and it will work for me. And oh my goodness gracious, the way I got beaten up so badly, man. Oh, there were days I got beaten up so bad at Repton.
Why did you keep going back?
Because I wanted to be something more. It wasn't always whooping, you know what I mean? Every now and then I gave a few good. Yeah. There's pictures of champions all over the walls at Repton. Pictures of champions. Lawrence Okoli's there, even Ray Leonard's there. There's pictures of champions.
And Lawrence used to be here at this gym.
Yeah, he did. But he's all over the walls at Repton as well for a few, for things he won. He's actually there for the British universities as well, which I won as well. So he's on the wall there. But I remember every time I was training, I would look at these pictures of these people that was there, and that was massively motivating because I really wanted to be there. Being on the wall there, I used to see Lawrence, Ray Leonard, all of these great fighters that had done all this amazing stuff. So that was massively motivating. So that's why I kept going. And also just, again, the biggest thing is chasing that feeling. How I wanted to feel is more than anything, how I wanted to feel about myself, who I wanted to be. And knowing that I still wasn't feeling that way yet is definitely what kept me training, kept me making that trip, traveling up all the time, week after week. Because I used to travel from Bristol. Yeah. I used to travel from Bristol to London, to East London, to Repton to go get my sparring. Because I wasn't, during lockdown, obviously I had to move back I was living in London for university. Then lockdown happened and I had to move out of halls. And I was living in Bristol again with my family. And then when it started, I didn't have anywhere to live in London, but I had built these relationships at Repton. with coaches and stuff, and even we made friends up here. And it was where I felt like was my home now to learn and continue with boxing. And so I kept traveling up twice a week, man. I was on the coach from Bristol to Bethnal Green, London, and that was sometimes like 4 hours, man, to get up here. Like a 3-hour coach, take like an hour to get across London to get to Bethnal Green, do my sparring, get my ass whooped.
Yeah, and then another 4 hours.
Yeah. Just get my ass whooped bad. And then another 4 hours back.